heading to Vegas to see Daddy Mosey. About to shower up and head over for day one, about a 10-minute walk. All right, it is cold as hell out here, but we made it. That's the building right there. Probably the last video I'll take. Wish me luck on the inside.
All right, so we just got back from Vegas from the scaling workshop with Alex and Leila Hormozi. We're gonna go over the format of the event. We're gonna go over the quality of the people in the room. We're gonna go over interaction with Alex and Leila, and we're gonna go over the big question for probably people watching this is, was it worth it? So for anybody who doesn't know, this is my wife, Carly. Hi, Carly.
Hi, Clay. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, happy to have you here. She works with Review Harvest full-time, started earlier this year. She does a lot of our sales and onboarding calls and does a lot of the back-end work, interacting with customers and stuff like that. And so we both went to the workshop, which I think was great, so we can come back on the same page and I don't come back all riled up and she doesn't know why I'm riled up, etc. But day one, they pretty much give you this booklet. It's their scaling workshop booklet, and it has a bunch of presentations and places to take notes. But the main thing you go through day one is this business scorecard. Basically, it goes over a lot of things that would add value to your business and subtract value to your business, the enterprise value of your business, and you fill out all your numbers and you kind of get a rough valuation of where your business is at. And so the kind of the main theme of the first day was that whether you're looking to sell your business or whether you're looking to hold on to your business forever, it makes sense to build your business to a sellable asset, right? Because if you build your business into a sellable asset, that means you can hold and not be involved in the day-to-day, and you can just hold your business and watch it grow. If you build a great business, it should grow without you. And if you want to sell your business, then these are all the things you need to do regardless. And basically talked about how being a great CEO is just being a great resource allocator, how the best CEOs look at their business as an investor would, and they put the context of the whole event through that frame of, hey, zoom out of your business, look at your business as if you were an investor, and how can you make your business valuable in that sense.
Yep.
And so day one was a bunch of presentations from their team. And just a quick note on their team, everyone on their team is an absolute killer. Like I think if anybody's heard the story about how he goes to sell Jim Launch, his first business, and he looks on the other side of the table and he's, wow, those people on that side of the table, it goes to show how valuable these private equity companies are, or just how smart these people are, because they have some incredible talent. And so you can tell that he's really taken a lesson from that and just pulled in some absolute killers. Most of these people have built and sold companies in the past, work for billion-dollar plus businesses, and they've come to work with Alex because they believe in what he's doing at acquisition.com and believe in the future there. So these aren't just like some people he hired off Indeed. These are legit people who know what they're talking about. So Carly, you want to go over what day two was like?
Sure. Yeah, so day two was like a lot of roundtables, and so I think we were in a group of maybe 10?
Yeah, like probably 15 people.
10, 15 people, and then people from his team were essentially like circling around. So one was sales, one was strategy, marketing,
hiring people.
Yeah, a lot of different like higher level stuff, which was cool. And then they also had the Q&A with Alex. So when the subject matter experts were there, we were able to ask questions pertaining to our business and then also listen to other business owners ask about their business, which was really cool to kind of get some insight from people who are in the weeds as well. And it was cool because the people that we were with had similar size business as us, which was really nice. It's not like someone was sitting there with a $20 million a year business and we were, okay, you have a whole team and we don't. So we're really able to ask questions, get deep on the sales side, some marketing things, even specifically with ads, which was really cool. Getting some clear takeaways from all of that as well.
Yeah, like it was impressive to see the quality of people that he's hired and how hard they work as well. Because like you leave a round table or they'd leave and they'd stop giving a presentation after it's done or whatever, and they'd be swarmed by people and they would stand there for sometimes hours and answer all the questions that people had around them, which was really cool to see. I think one of my biggest takeaways from it was that holy crap, these people are bought in. Like these people are obsessed. Early mornings, late nights, you can tell that these people really care about what they do and they are A players, as you say. They are very committed to what they're doing. I guess that was not a wake-up call, but a little bit of a wake-up call. It's like, wow, these people are bought in to his vision, to what they're doing at acquisition.com, and it goes to show how dedicated you have to be, or these big businesses are, to grow the business, the enterprise that they're trying to grow. My favorite part of the whole event was the roundtables, because you get to sit down with their subject matter experts and ask very specific questions about your business, and also hear other people's questions that they're struggling at that certain point. Like I said, these roundtables were segmented segmented based off of revenue, I think. And from there, a lot of us had the same common problem. So you get a really clear idea of, okay, here's how they would solve this problem if they were one of these businesses. That was probably my favorite part.
Yeah, I'd say my favorite, I really did the roundtables. The presentations on day one, I think, were really valuable because they basically, like Clay was saying, they basically had you go through all of these value adders and then value detractors of your business. And it opened my eyes, I don't know if it opened Clay's eyes, but of where we are getting hung up but might not even know it, or where our business is thriving and we might not even know it. Both ends of that were really valuable as well.
Second thing we talk about is the quality of the people there. So this room was about probably 70 other businesses, or 50 or 60 other businesses, but then 75 people because we had a +1 and some other people had +1s as well. And there were some legit businesses in the room. We're talking about $20 million plus businesses, $8 million businesses, $5 million businesses. A lot of people that are probably like leaders in their own industry in this same room. So it's really cool to talk to those people, network with them, and just be around a lot of other high-level entrepreneurs. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and I think what was cool goes back into the format of the event, but how there were people there, like obviously who own a software. There are people there who have a hiring agency. There are people there who have a hairline or a hair care company. Like there were just so many different ranges, and it was so cool how they were able to apply everything to just a business owner. I think the quality of people there was like unmatched.
I had never been to a business event with that many incredible business owners before. The room was very qualified. And they probably do this at all events, but before you go, you have to do pre-work and put all a bunch of numbers in and figure out your numbers and talk about your business a little bit. And then the first day, they basically did a slide of, hey, here's where this room is at. And most people are over $1 million a year. Very big businesses. And I think that goes to show his content, their personal brand goes so far, people from all over the world. And at the same time, we all shared the same terminology because we've all read his books. We've all watched his content. And so we were all there on the same page from day one, which I don't think you get from a lot of other business events, because you don't have the force that is Alex Hormozi and Leila Hormozi and acquisition.com to get everybody on the same page of how they go about growing businesses. Yeah. There was like one main guy that kind of ran the event, and you could tell that he had read every single pre-work. He knew most people's businesses. When they'd say, oh, I do this, he said, yep, I read it, here's your revenue, all this stuff. Like he had done a lot of work. Goes back to just like how dedicated and how committed his team is. Like they go above and beyond. And I think that went from just the level of attention to detail for the catering, like the facility. It was incredible. Like it was in between breaks and stuff, you would go in there and there'd be people cleaning the bathrooms. The bathroom was always spotless. Like to wash your hands, you know how you go to an establishment and you go to wash your hands and the water's like the perfect temperature and you're like, wow, like Chick-fil-A, for example. You go wash your hands, it's warm water, like it feels nice, right? But it's like, I feel like that just goes to like how much thought they put into every single bit of the process, because even all the supporting staff that were just helping you get your name tags and all this stuff, they were dialed in, they knew your name. Like it was really impressive just how their attention to detail across the entire event. All right, the third thing I wanted to cover was like actual interactions with Alex and Leila Hormozi. I think this once again goes to show how intense they are about protecting their time and hiring the right people, because there was like none. Like Alex came in and did his Q&A session for an hour and a half, and that was it. He was gone. There was no meet and greet or anything. And I think maybe some of the first events they had a meet and greet. I feel like they offered that as one of the first events. I thought about going to one of the first events. And I think they've really protected their time through it, because if you think about it, their main goal still is to help acquire portfolio companies and grow those portfolio companies and build the whole brand of acquisition.com. And so they still have a whole team working there every day. I think they do the workshops once a month or maybe twice a month.
Like Clay said, there really was no interaction unless you were one of the 8 people selected to ask your question. And I'm sure those people really walked away feeling like they really had an interaction with him, even though they were, 10 feet from the stage or so. Still really cool to see. I have consumed his content, but through Clay specifically. So a lot of that stuff there was very new for me and definitely great.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't even think it's like a slight to the event that we didn't get to see Alex and Leila at all, really. I think it was honestly more impressive as to how they have replaced themselves with experts. Because that was part of the thing they talked about, was having key man risk or whatever it is, and how your key man is probably this unicorn that can do a bunch of these things and great. And how you don't replace a unicorn with another unicorn, because then you still have key man risk. You replace a unicorn with basically 3 or 4 different people that can do those things probably even better than that one unicorn. And that's obviously something they've done, which is really cool to see that practice firsthand within their own business. So the fourth thing, and why you might have clicked on the video originally, was it worth it? So for me, I would 100% say it was worth it. Even though I'd seen most of the content before, and like I said, there wasn't a lot of new stuff for me, it honestly was still a wake-up call to me. Okay, I am like repeating some of their sentences and I haven't done the thing. And so he talks about how intelligence is like rate of learning. How fast can you implement the things that you've learned? And it's a wake-up call to me like, oh, I guess I'm an idiot because I know all these things and I haven't implemented in their business. And obviously, like, there's nuance, like I have implemented some of this stuff, still some of the stuff I haven't, and things take time. But yeah, for me, it was still super worth it to go through that exercise of valuing your business, to be there face to face, to get really nitty gritty questions answered from super high level individuals. Was very worth like the 5K specifically for my ticket. And for you, we also paid 5K for her ticket.
I think it was definitely worth it for me. Very cool to be in a room like that with such intelligent business owners, and then also intelligent people with his team, all the things that they have learned, and then how well they were able to teach it as well. And what was great too was it wasn't exhausting. It was just like you are consuming it, you're applying it, I guess, hypothetically, or you're planning on implementing it to your business, and how well they were able to explain all of that was so refreshing. And I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what they're talking about and I'm never gonna get my question answered. Almost immediately when I was like, what does that mean? They would go more in depth and answer my question before I could even think it through. So it was super worth it. I think that we definitely are walking away with kind of a clear picture on what we really need to do next to grow the business, scale the business, and that is incredibly valuable.
Yeah, no, and I think like one of the themes of the event as well was that there's no silver bullet. It's just like 100 golden BBs, right? There's not like one thing that they're going to give you that's going to change your business overnight. There's a lot of like tiny golden BBs that if you implement can really change the business. And they gave case study after case study of kind of after they implemented all these 100 golden BBs that they're talking about, how businesses grow. And I think for us too, one of the biggest reasons I didn't apply for so long, or I didn't try to go, was because I thought we were too small. Like I thought you had to be at a certain level to go. And we were still one of the smallest businesses in the room by far, but anytime I think you can be in a room as one of the smallest businesses in the room, it's just super valuable to see how everybody else who's higher level than you, who has more success in the business sense than you, to just see how they think, see how they operate, to raise your standard. Like obviously you become the 5 people you hang out with, and so just being in a room with people who've done way more in their business is just super valuable in every sense of the imagination. Yeah, definitely worth it to both of us. I would definitely recommend, no matter what type of business you have. Obviously we're a software business, we help local business owners, but no matter what type of business you are, there was a wide variety of businesses. Like she said, I think it was super practical, and there's a lot of stuff that we can implement. And like she was saying about, she hasn't even consumed a lot of their content, and they do such a good job of explaining it at the 3rd grade level. Alex always says when you're writing copy or whatever, you want to try and write at 4th grade reading level, because if a lot of people can't even read 5th, 6th, 7th grade reading level, so that makes it available to everybody. And also the people who do understand it, it's just easier for them to understand when you're explaining it as honestly like a 5th grader. Lots of graphs. They did a great job of explaining stuff. Like you said, it wasn't exhausting to take in because it wasn't all these numbers and all these big words. It was like, oh my gosh, if this class was taught in 3rd and 4th grade, I feel like these kids could get it, which was really impressive to see them explain super high level business topics in a very digestible manner. Yeah, because we took in so much information. We, like Clay said, we were there from 8 to 5:30 or 6 both days, and you're not supposed to use your phone, you're not supposed to use your computer, you're not supposed to record anything. So we were detached, and all we were doing was taking in information and taking notes, all handwritten. It was really digestible and easy to take out in like bite-sized chunks of what we need for our business. Yeah. Overall, absolutely wonderful experience. Vegas was nice in December, not as hot as it was last time we went. And yeah, anybody who's thinking about doing it, I'd recommend 10 out of 10. Definitely. But yeah, great event. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'll try to answer as many as I can. If you're interested in building your own software company or helping local businesses grow through marketing services, that's what most of the rest of my channel is. So if you're just passing through just to watch this video, great to see you. If not, feel free to check out my other videos all about that sort of stuff and how we make money and how we do it. If you want to see how I help local business owners get Google reviews and get paid every single month for that one simple automation, check out this next video.